Hey guys, back here for another Bible reading video. It is 1:04 a.m. in the morning on November 29th. It was a rough day today. Rough. I have beef with what feels like my entire family, but we're going to hash it out. We're going to forgive and forget because that's what Jesus would want. And we're also going to get in our Bible reading because we don't skip loving God. We are in Genesis chapter 13, and it's called Abraham and Lot Separate. So I think when we picked off, our last time, we left off where Abram, not Abraham yet, went to Egypt with his wife Sarai and basically was masquerading as her brother so that the Pharaoh wouldn't kill him so he could take Sarai as his wife. Pharaoh takes Sarai as his wife anyway, and then is cursed by God because he's sleeping with another man's wife. They never said he slept with, it was never said that the Pharaoh explicitly slept with Sarai, but you can assume, and that's why he's cursed by God for sleeping with another man's wife. He figures out Abram is Sarai's wife and says, "Why did you do this? Get out of here." So that's where we left off. So now into chapter 13, Abram and Lot separate. So Abram went up from Egypt to the Negev with his wife and everything he had, and Lot went with him. Abram had become very wealthy in livestock and in silver and gold. From the Negev, he went from place to place until he came to Bethel, to the place between Bethel and Ai, where his tent had been earlier, and where he had first built an altar. There Abram called on the name of the Lord. Now Lot, who was moving about with Abram, also had flocks and herds and tents. But the land could not support them while they stayed together, for their possessions were so great that they were not able to stay together. And quarreling arose between Abram's herders and Lot's. The Canaanites and Perizzites were also living in the land at the time. So Abram said to Lot, "Let's not have any quarreling between you and me, or between your herders and mine, for we are close relatives. Is not the whole land before you? Let's part company. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." Lot looked around and saw that the whole plain of the Jordan toward Zoar was well watered, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself the whole plain of the Jordan and set out toward the east. The two men parted company. Abram lived in the land of Canaan, while Lot lived among the cities of the plain and pitched his tents near Sodom. Now the people of Sodom were wicked and were sinning greatly against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram after Lot had parted from him, "Look around from where you are, to the north and south, to the east and west. All the land that you see I will give to you and make your offspring forever. I will make your offspring like the dust of the earth, so that if anyone could count the dust, then your offspring could be counted. Go, walk through the length and breadth of the land, for I am giving it to you." So Abram went to live near the great trees of Mamre at Hebron, where he pitched his tents. There he built an altar to the Lord. Okay, so that's that chapter. Things that stand out to me, maybe we can just do a recap. Abram and Lot basically separate because they're so wealthy that they don't know whose stuff is whose anymore, and Lot ends up going towards Sodom and Gomorrah, which will be destroyed. I think I remember something about someone being turned to stone if they look back. That's somewhere deep in the memory. We'll see. We're probably going to read it soon. And yeah, God promises Abram that the land he is residing in will be his forever and his offspring's. So, is this the origin of the "this was promised to us 3,000 years ago" joke that is going around right now? Possibly. I don't know. Anyway, I guess it was promised. What am I going to do? It's in the Bible. It's true. Um, that's it. Hope you have a blessed day. I'll catch you later.